Today, Democrat Richard Madaleno plans to announce his running mate for this year's gubernatorial race. At Western High School this morning, he'll declare LaWanda Jenkins part of his campaign. She used to work as an aide to former Governor Martin O'Malley. Madaleno is a state senator from Montgomery County. He's one of 7 Democrats competing for the nomination, looking to challenge Governor Larry Hogan this fall. All right, ABC 2 News working for you this morning, giving you tips on how to stick to your New Year's resolutions.
Today, we are focusing on the financial goals a lot of people set for themselves, like saving more money, maybe paying down some debt. ABC 2 News' Megan Knight is here with what you can do to keep those resolutions intact and get more money in that piggy bank.
Right.
Who doesn't want that?
Exactly. Who doesn't want more cash for the new year? So our expert says that if you just change the way that you look at your finances, you're going to find it much easier to reach your goals.
There's so much you can do with your hard-earned cash, so what's the best way to reach your financial goals for 2018? J.P. Crail, an assistant accounting professor at Loyola University, spoke with us about good money practices, such as how to save more money.
The old adage is that you treat yourself as another bill. And you see, I have to pay $50, $100 for my power bill, I have to pay $1,000 for my mortgage, I have to pay $300 for myself.
Now, this requires discipline, but Crail says the payoff is worth it.
If you treat that, pretty faithfully, by the end of the year, you'll have a nice nest egg saved up for a rainy day, put it toward retirement, do what you can.
When you're tackling your credit card debt, Crail suggests thinking about it this way.
Consider it as earning interest, because the thing is, when you pay off debt, you are essentially earning back the money that you would have been paying on interest if you'd held that debt off until later.
Creating a budget keeps the family on track, but sticking to it is another story. Crail says break it down into a daily budget instead of monthly.
Here's how much we have in free cash per day. So then you kind of put that as a benchmark for yourself. If the family has $63, let's say, to spend every day, we spend less than that, hey, we saved today. You spend more, that's kind of disappointing. But when you break it down to a daily level, it makes it a lot more relatable, and then you can really stick to it.
Want to improve your credit score? Increase your credit limit. It sounds crazy, but here's how it works.
One of the big ways that credit companies determine your score is by seeing how much debt you have as a portion of how much debt you can have. So if I've got a credit limit of $1,000 and a bill of $900, it looks like I'm, kind of up to my eyeballs in debt. But if I've got that same $900 debt, but my limit is $10,000, then I look a lot more comfortable. It's the same amount of debt, but as a percentage, it looks a lot better.
All right, I just did that actually last week, raised my credit limit.
Following your own tips there.
Right, why not?
Story.
But don't necessarily go up and spend to that new limit.
Well, that's
or
what,
else
that's what I said to Professor Crail. I was like, isn't that a little dangerous if somebody's like trying to work on their finances? He said, well, yes, obviously you can't just go spend that much money, but it does look much better to the creditors if you, are able to keep it down. Also, too, he suggested when you're prioritizing your debts, always focus on those high interest ones. So maybe you have a bill that's a large amount but a low interest rate, or versus a small amount and a high interest rate. Go with the high interest rate first, because that's going to grow much more quickly than the one with the low interest.
You always hear little things can make a big difference.
Yeah.
Well, I gave up Starbucks for Lent, hoping to save
that's going to make
a couple $100 a
huge difference.
Yeah, but I mean, not eating out, bringing your lunch, things like that can all
that
add
daily
up.
budget that he suggested, so you can really see just where your money's going each and every day.
Yeah. All right, well, good tips.
Thanks, Megan.
Try to save some money. All right. Lynette?
All right, everybody to Vegas. All right, temperatures. Let's take a look at what's going on this morning. It's cold out there. Make sure you do bundle up. We still do have that chill in the air. We do have plenty of 35s when we should be at 27 degrees now for this time of the year. We're at 36 degrees right now in Canton. We're seeing this around the Inner Harbor as well. South Baltimore, West Baltimore, all the same. And as we head over towards the Eastern Shore, temperatures a little bit lower there. We're looking at 33 degrees in Betterton this morning, 33 in Chestertown. Centerville's at 34 degrees. Pasadena, you're at 37 degrees this morning. Cecilton coming in at 32, and Dundalk, you're at 38 degrees. Last View, Deep Creek, you're at 34. OC coming in at 38 degrees. And as we continue through the rest of today, temperatures will bump up. So this is going to be the day that we'll start to warm things up, but we're just not going to be as warm as the next several days. But that warming trend will begin today. The radar and satellite composite not picking up on a whole lot at all. We do have plenty of clouds around. We'll see a few peaks of sunshine as the day goes on, but we do have that rain back off towards the west, and some of that rain may make it in here as we go through the rest of today. So I'm not going to rule out the chance for maybe a isolated scattered shower in the forecast, a little bit of rain coming in. But all in all, we will stay mainly dry in the days to come. But look what's happening. We do have a stationary boundary off to the south. This will move back in as a warm front. And this is why these temperatures are really going to warm up as we head through the overnight. And also this boundary is also the thing that's going to be bringing us the chance for more shower activity as we head more towards the afternoon, possibly maybe even the evening. Look at this upper level pattern. So you can already see the yellows. I don't even need to put the word warm in there, as we do see the yellows and the oranges. That's going to be our weather as we head into tomorrow, people. We're looking at temperatures that are going to be flirting with record highs. So we're looking at numbers that will be in the 70s, the mid 70s as we head into Tuesday and also Wednesday. A cold front will move through after that, but not going to drop temperatures off all that much. Now, ABC2's most accurate futurecast just went into motion, has a chance for a few scattered showers, like I said, as we go through the morning, possibly the afternoon. But then we'll start to get more sunshine in here as we head into Tuesday and also Wednesday, mixing with a few clouds. But all in all, if you have any activities that need to be done or that you want to do them on Tuesday, do them on Wednesday, because it is going to be an outdoor type of day. So this is what we're working with as we go through the rest of the day. In terms of temperatures, we'll be right around 50 degrees, 52 degrees possible as we move through the afternoon. This is what that 7-day forecast looks like, guys. And yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, 72, 75. I thought I'd have more activity in the studio today because of those 72, 75s, but I guess you guys don't want to play along. That's fine.
We're still waking up.
All right.
Sunday, Lynette.
All right, take it away, Lauren.
Woohoo! Can't wait for Wednesday. If you are traveling early this morning in Baltimore County, you'll need to avoid Hazel Avenue right now in Lansdowne. There is a fire right between Baltimore Avenue and Washington Avenue. Follow the detours that are in place. For those of you traveling 95, beware of a disabled vehicle. This is northbound past Eastern Avenue, blocks the right shoulder, and it's not causing any backups. 95 and 895 are both clear into downtown. The JFX also up to speed. The Harrisburg Expressway off to a quiet start this Monday morning, and the Beltway in great shape here in Pikesville, 55 miles per hour on the outer loop at Green Spring Avenue. No delays headed into Catonsville. Here in Ellicott City, Interstate 70 wide open at Columbia Pike. It'll take the normal 10 minutes to travel eastbound from Route 32 over to 695. Drive times also clear in Anne Arundel County. 295 is in the grade, 97 in Route 50. Also up to speed. Ashley, Christian. All right, well, a day off for some on this President's Day, and there's several deals that you can take advantage of.
Kind of a big shopping weekend. Retailers you can score some big savings with. Coming up, we'll let you know what those are. It is 5:20 right now.
A warning from police for Apple Watch users. Authorities say the device can accidentally dial 911. According to officials, some people claim their watch made the call while they were exercising or when they hit the wrong button. Dispatch authorities in Michigan say they've received about 10 accidental calls a week from Apple Watches and other voice-activated devices.
That's not a butt dial.
It's not a butt dial.
It's a wrist dial.
Wrist, there you go. A wrist dial. Well, today, some of the last days of, there's some big sales going on for President's Day.
Here is a few of the deals you might want to take advantage of. Walmart's got deep discounts on TVs right now. They got a 50-inch LED TV. 50 inches, $200. If you're looking to purchase some new appliances, Best Buy's got all kinds of appliances at 35% off today, and Amazon's reducing many of its electronics by 70%. Wayfair is another online retailer, and they're selling mattresses at 70% off here through today. Target Online is 30% off all home items the weekend. Just use the code GEORGE to get the discount. 5:24, time for Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Facebook is going low-tech in its fight against Russian election meddling.
Soon, anyone who wants to buy an election ad will be sent a postcard with a special code to prove that they're in the U.S.
It'll be implemented before the midterm elections in November.
And SpaceX is sending 2 experimental satellites into space on Wednesday.
Those satellites will test the technology that SpaceX plans to use to deliver high-speed internet service across the globe.
And there's a new alarm that makes you put your foot down.
That gets annoying. It's called the Ruggie. It's designed to help chronic oversleepers, and it's said to be snooze-proof.
And that's because it won't stop beeping until you stand on it for at least 3 seconds.
How long before you chuck it to the other side of the room?
Throw it across.
Those are your Tech Bites.
Have a great day.
Tech Bites, brought to you by Mucinex Fast Max. Kelly, we're out of body wash. What are you doing? I thought you had a cold.
I don't need all this. Mucinex Fast Max is powerful enough to handle most of my symptoms.
Name one.
How about 9? Sore throat, cough, even...
Yeah, I can read, you know.
We're done here.
Ah! Boogers to Betsy!
Mucinex Fast Max cold, flu, and sore throat. 9 symptoms, 1 dose. Let's end this. And for kids' multi-symptom relief, try #1 recommended children's Mucinex.
You've thought about it, dreamt about it. Maybe you should just go ahead and do it. We're LegalZoom, and we've helped over 1 million people just like you start their own businesses. LegalZoom, where life meets legal.
There's only one national orange juice brand that only uses 100% American oranges. Simply Orange and Tropicana ship in juice from overseas. Only Florida's Natural grows all of our oranges in Florida. Great taste, naturally.
You're watching the station that works for you. Now, Good Morning Maryland.
Welcome back in. Expect to hear more about an anti-gun violence demonstration in Washington a little bit later today. There's a group of teens organizing what they're calling a lie-in for noon. Outside the White House, they say they're standing with the victims of the high school shooting in Florida. The group plans to have the protesters lie on the ground for 3 minutes, symbolizing, they say, how little time it took for the suspect, Nicholas Cruz, to buy his AR-15 rifle.
We have new details about the shooting that happened outside of NSA headquarters in Anne Arundel County on Wednesday. The Washington Post is reporting that a passenger says a 17-year-old driver was following GPS directions to a friend's house when he turned onto a restricted access road at Fort Meade. The driver also apparently did not have a license. He panicked, hit the gas accidentally, which led one of the guards to fire shots at their SUV. The driver, Javante Brown, and another passenger have been released from custody. So far, no charges have been filed.
And with the up and down weather we've been experiencing here, not a good sign for allergy sufferers. Experts say it is time to get ready for what could be a very rough spring season. They go on to say that we had that moisture from the weekend, snow and rain. Now we got the tree plant pollen ready to burst out early with the warm temperatures we're expecting this week. Apologies in advance for that story right there. Well, 5:30, Good Morning Maryland. I'm Christian Schaefer.
And I'm Ashley James. Happy to have you with us on this Monday. We're going to turn things over to Lynette Charles, our chief meteorologist. See how things are looking. She didn't feel like we were excited enough about the 70s, but Lynette, I am.
I'm working
need
on
to get
it.
through today.
I know you guys are so excited. A lot of people are with you, but a lot of people are bummed out that we're going to be getting in on that spring feeling tomorrow and the day after that. So enjoy today, especially this morning with these temperatures coming in right around 34 degrees in Norrisville, and in Fulton that temperature's at 36, and over in Parkville coming in at 34. With this said, temperatures are still a little bit above average this morning, and that's going to continue the trend even as we go into the afternoon. Radar not picking up on a lot this morning. We're mainly dry at this point, but I'm still not going to rule out the chance for maybe a few rain showers out there. Heading off towards the west, the south, you are going to be running into some moderate rain, especially around Virginia this morning. Parkville forecast. Check this out. These temperatures will be in the upper 40s to low 50s today, which is a little bit above average. Let's go to check the traffic now with Lauren.
Thanks, Lynette. If you're taking 295, beware of a disabled vehicle southbound at Route 100. There's another disabled vehicle on 95 in Baltimore. This blocks the right northbound shoulder past Eastern Avenue. It's not causing any backups. Heading into downtown, the tunnels are in great shape. The JFX also clear, and the Beltway shaping up nicely. No delays crossing the Key Bridge heading up to Parkville. The west side also clear here at Liberty Road. Traffic up to speed on the outer loop from 795 to 95. That stretch taking just 11 minutes. High speeds on 795 through Owings Mills. No delays either in Ellicott City out on Interstate 70. That's your time saver traffic.
All right, Lauren, thank you. 5:32. We're following breaking news out of Baltimore County this morning where firefighters rescued one person from a house fire.
Details still coming in. ABC 2 News' Megan Knight joins us with what we know so far.
Well, Christian, Baltimore County fire officials say that the person rescued from the burning home is in critical condition. We have a live picture for you right now from the scene there. We don't know the victim's name or age at this point. That fire starting just before 5 o'clock this morning at a home on Hazel Avenue in Lansdowne. That's right on the Halethorpe line, about a block from Hammonds Ferry Road. We don't know yet what started the fire, but ABC 2 News' Cassie Carlisle, she is at the scene right now gathering more information. She's going to have live updates for us later on in the morning. So stay with Good Morning Maryland and follow us on Twitter at ABC 2 News for the latest updates on this breaking news story.
Okay, thanks, Megan. We'll continue to follow that. Meantime, the highly anticipated movie Black Panther finally hit theaters over the weekend. It is already breaking records at the box office.
A lot of people talking about this. ABC 2 News' Chanel Perriman is live this morning outside of the Senator Theater in North Baltimore. Chanel, I know you saw the film over the weekend, so what did you think, and what are some of the other reviews out there this morning?
Well, Ashley, this film did not disappoint at all. I know a lot of people, myself included, have been waiting a long time for it, and it was just such a great film. Rotten Tomatoes even gave it a 97%, and as you guys know, that hardly ever happens, so that just goes to show how good this film was. Just to give you a little background information, the Black Panther is Marvel's first black superhero, was surrounded by a mostly black cast with a black director, so this was huge and something that has never been done before. Black Panther breaking the box office this weekend, reaching a record-setting $192 million. And they're not finished just yet. As of yesterday, Disney predicts this movie will bring in an estimated $218 million over this 4-day weekend. Now, that's the biggest February opening and the 5th biggest of all time. Now, while this film was the hottest ticket in town over the weekend, for many, it was much more than a movie.
It's incredibly powerful for black people to see a film where we're the superheroes, finally. You know, I've spent my whole life watching films with people who look nothing like me, saving the day, time and time again, and we get to be the sidekick. And this time we were everything.
Now, many people have the day off today, so if you are looking for something to do and still haven't seen the film, there's still plenty of time. There's showings all over the area. And here at the Senators Theater, they have about 3 show times for this movie. The first one, Ashley and Christian, being at 1 o'clock. So it's highly recommended you guys go see it.
All right, Chanel Perriman reporting live for us this morning. Chanel, thank you.
And the Senator would be a good place to do it, too. Nice big theater around some of your friends. Awesome.
Sounds like a good movie day today. All right, well, flu season hitting children especially hard this year.
Yeah, we're going to explain why there's one strain of the virus affecting your kids more than adults.
Plus, the biggest movie in theaters right now. We've been talking about it, but today is your last chance to enjoy a pop-up bar featuring the Black Panther. We'll have those stories coming up.
Welcome back in. It is 5:38 now. Just last week, 22 children died from the flu. That brings the total pediatric deaths to 84 just this flu season.
Yeah, really worrisome. The CDC says young children are at risk of serious flu complications if you don't recognize the symptoms and have them treated immediately. According to the CDC, the best way for parents to protect their children is to get them vaccinated every year. If your child is having trouble breathing or breathing fast, has bluish skin color, or not interacting, maybe they're a little more irritable, these are some warning signs. You want to get them to a doctor quickly.
Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Lynette Charles for a look at the forecast for today. Got a warm-up coming here this week, Lynette.
Yes, we definitely do have that warm-up on the way. And today really is that day that we will start that warm-up. Temperatures this morning already above average, even though it's still chilly out there. I'm going to show you those numbers in a matter of moments. And as we go into the afternoon, temperatures still going to stay above average. But tomorrow is the day we are really going to feel it. In the meantime, we watch to see the rain as it is back off towards the west, but it continues to move in our direction, guys. So it may not break up over those mountains. So we could see a few showers as the morning goes along, and then again as we head towards the afternoon as a warm front gets closer to us. Mount Jackson, Marksville, Harrisonburg dealing with the heaviest rain at this point. So along I-81 South, that's where you're going to be dealing with some moderate rain coming in across the area this morning. There, those temperatures. It's 38 degrees right now in Stevensville. Aberdeen, good morning. You're at 35, and Frederick's right around 37. And as we go through the rest of today, high temperatures will be in the upper 40s to low 50s. Now let's get a check of the traffic with Lauren.
Thanks, Lynette. We're following breaking news in Baltimore County, where a house fire in Lansdowne is affecting the commute on Hazel Avenue between Baltimore Avenue and Washington Avenue. Local detours are in place. If you're traveling 295, beware of a disabled vehicle southbound at Route 100. I'm following another disabled vehicle on 95 in Baltimore. This blocks the right northbound shoulder past Eastern Avenue. It's not causing any backups. Right now, 95 and 83 are clear into the city, and the Beltway is shaping up nicely, as well as the Harrisburg Expressway here at York Road. No delays right now from the PA line down to the Beltway. Ashley, Christian, over to you.
Lauren, thank you. It is 5:40 this morning, and every morning this month we're working for you to help get your stuff back to you.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. This morning we're going to take a closer look at another unclaimed treasure that's just sitting down there at the comptroller's office. That's interesting. 5:40 right now on your Monday. Welcome back into ABC2. We are following some breaking news this hour. Crews remain on the scene of a house fire in Baltimore County.
Yeah, it's in Lansdowne, and at least one person is injured. ABC2 News' Cassie Carlisle is live at the scene right now. Cassie, what do we know?
Yeah, it's a very difficult morning for one family here on Hazel Avenue. Around 4:30 this morning, a fire broke out in their home that had 3 generations, grandfather, mother and father, and then 2 kids that neighbors tell me, 10 and 8 years old. They were able to make it out of the house. The father was trapped. He is now at St. Agnes Hospital in serious condition. I was speaking with people on scene who said that they saw ambulance workers, paramedics working on him as they were taking him out. So we are hoping that he is okay. We are also waiting to find out if the smoke detectors went off in the house, if there were smoke detectors in this house. There is just fire trucks lining the street all the way up and down for about 2 blocks on either side. And there's just a lot of neighbors who have come out to try and support the family that is here on Hazel Avenue. Of course, we are working to find out more information for you as this did just happen, and this was just cleared. It took about 15 minutes for the firefighters to knock down this fire. Christian and Ashley.
So we'll check back in with you shortly. Thanks very much. It is 5:44 right now. Disturbing incident in Chicago over the weekend. Fans get kicked out of a hockey game between the Washington Capitals and the Chicago Blackhawks for yelling racist remarks. You're seeing the incident right here. Comments made toward Washington Capitals player Devontae Smith-Pelly there on Saturday. According to reports, the people right there sitting next to the penalty box were shouting basketball, basketball, basketball. Smith-Pelly gave this response after the game.
I mean, it's pretty obvious what that means. It's not really a secret. So it's just one word. I mean, that's all it takes. Whether it's that word or any other word, we got the idea, or I got the idea.
Yeah, you can tell he's a hockey player with that missing tooth there in the soundbite. Smith-Pelly was in the penalty box when those fans started yelling at him. The Chicago Blackhawks released a statement over the weekend apologizing to Smith-Pelly and to the Washington Capitals organization.
5:45, one of the more popular films of 2017 hits theaters again for free tonight. Get Out will screen for free at 55 AMC theater locations, including the location in White Marsh. Each theater will host one 7 p.m. screening, and tickets will be handed out on first-come, first-served basis. You'll need a photo ID in order to get a ticket, and the offer is limited to 1 per customer. All right, well, Black Panther makes history at the box office, reaching first place with an estimated $192 million.
That is a big opening weekend. It's the highest debut ever for a film that opens here in February. Actually, the 5th highest opening weekend of any movie all time. The movie also set a new benchmark for